Hi Leute und willkommen zurück. Wir haben jetzt, glaube ich, gleich einen Bosskampf vor uns, so wie es aussieht. Mal schauen. Erstmal voll heilen lassen. Ja. Definitiv Bosskampf. Das kommt mir ein bisschen bekannt vor. Ist es der aus dem ersten Fight? In Bicef oder Boycef?
What the hell is that? Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Nee, ist was anderes.
Do you think this might have been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
But why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on.
If wird
This
Meinem.
one's tough,
Okay.
but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
What the fuck?
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone.
Moment, was soll ich denn hier überhaupt angreifen?
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm
Ich
scared.
kann hier gar nicht angreifen. Was ist denn das?
Become that thing's lunch.
It's summoning Zoogles?
Na Herz.
Take care of them while keeping an eye on it.
Vacuum blade!
Armor won't save you!
Elusive can't get out of this!
Ow!
Blade inside me! Yours to be let free!
First aid!
Vorsicht der Hämmer.
You got this one covered. Heaven and earth. A wailing
Try
blast of
harder!
lightning.
My turn! You picked the wrong fight!
Denied.
Vacuum blade!
Let's get you off this
Damn
road.
it!
Annihilation.
The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
More where that came from.
You're mine!
Light astral dance in the wind.
Keep charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Vacuum blade!
Blutiges Feuer. Oh, what the fuck? Aber die Kamera hat hier halt überhaupt keinen Bock gerade.
Here's a healing focus. First aid. Thanks so much.
Vacuum blade!
Lightning contagion.
You're mine! Vacuum blade!
Holy glimmer. Magna ray.
I'll smash you!
Okay, irgendwas passiert in meinem Rücken.
Not today!
Here's a healing arc. Sleep now. Where are you going?
You're mine!
Seismic rupture! The tempest will go with you!
There!
Rending you apart!
Confiscated.
Take this!
Healing circle.
Go.
I'm all stocked up. Annihilation. Magna ray.
Vacuum blade!
Now.
Nummer 1.
Energy. Full throttle. A flawless victory.
You're mine!
Naturally.
Vacuum blade! Seismic rupture! There!
Sind wir genug weg, ja.
Now or never! There!
Raging storm.
No further!
Here, let me help.
Take this!
Light astral energy in the wind.
Thank you!
Airdrop.
You picked the wrong fight!
Dance on the wind!
Vacuum blade!
Now you see what I can do!
Far enough!
Magna ray. Dance in the wind.
Ich kann bei dem auch keine Anzeige aufbauen, das heißt, ich müsste normal runterarbeiten.
Raging cascade.
Was macht er?
Get on in there with the others. Here, let me help.
There!
First aid.
Vacuum blade!
Oh, Schlag. Okay. Leute, bleibt doch nicht da vorne stehen.
Illuminate the sun. I never miss. Holy glimmer.
This one's all mine!
Jetzt brech seinen Kern. Sieht's ja nicht.
A whirling bounty of lightning.
Negative gate!
Glacier spear. Fierce evil.
Can't get out of
A
this!
thrilling performance.
Seal.
Escape! You're finished!
I'll be saving this one.
Vorsicht mit dem Feuer.
Here's a healing arc between
Knock it into next week!
Okay, keine Stun.
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword,
Ja, weg. Gut weg. Ach, Leute.
now.
Look sharp!
Shionne lässt sich einfach mal treffen. Und jetzt? Erstmal schön auf Abstand.
Here come more!
We'll just have to keep fighting.
An astral
That's my cue.
Shut him
Das
down!
ist richtig schlecht, weil ich kann jetzt gar nichts machen.
Lightning arc.
You picked the wrong fight.
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm
Oh,
done
oh,
here.
da kommt was runter. Ich kann nicht weg.
How could a girl ever say no?
Oh.
No, I mean you're even better than ever. I've never seen Shionne actually look good.
In a vine.
Raging storm! Alright!
Vacuum blade. My turn.
Glacial spear!
That's
You're
right.
evil!
Burn.
Lightning condense!
Burn.
Freeze laser! Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Here's a heal done!
Gerade noch geblockt. Oh.
I never miss! Supernova!
Oh, oh.
Astral energy!
Das ist doch keine gute Idee. Direkt wegholen. War's, oder? Erstmal wieder ein bisschen HP boostern, würde ich sagen.
Ready to go! Reinforcements incoming! Not a problem!
Dance to the wind! Air thrust! Chain between
Das schlechte Problem war nicht ready. Vorsicht, der haut. Oh.
Eat dirt. Vacuum blade. Try harder. My turn.
Here I go!
Vacuum blades. Now.
To the shadows!
Vacuum blades.
This is some punishment.
You pay for that.
One more! Don't mind if I do!
Ah, zu spät, nein.
I'll bring you back from it now! Astral energy!
Say no more.
I'll bring you back from Death's abyss!
Vacuum blade.
Tempest whirl!
Brech ab. Wenigstens einen.
No rest for the wicked.
Was macht er da mit seinem Feuer wieder? Oh, what the fuck. Wo nur liegt.
You picked the wrong fight.
Excellent technique. How are your weapons holding up? That's not to give me any idea.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Raging cascade!
So, jetzt noch der Dicke.
This one's mine! This will come in handy!
Save you. On your knees.
Lightning!
Vorsicht, da kommt das Feuer. Lights. Aufpassen.
Lightning condensed! Searing tempest! And that's
Nothing gets by me!
Flare tornado! Fancy of lightning!
Dragon swarm.
Begin.
I'll heal you all! I save you!
Elusive deity.
Here I come.
Healing circle!
Okay.
Muss wieder ein Orangengelee werfen. Vorsicht.
Shattering of pieces. Attack time. All won't save you.
A chain between heaven and earth! Here, let me help you!
Shionne, du überlebst es nicht, oder?
Take this.
Vacuum blade.
Peculiar taste.
Behold. The earth pulse. Tectonic vision.
Here's a healing tempest!
Läuft der bitte, oder nicht? Glaube ich jedenfalls.
You picked the wrong fight.
This engulfs you.
Do it!
Kizara, Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone. Benediction light.
Wieder sammeln.
Healing circle! It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone.
I've still got some fight left in me. Everyone all right?
We
Warum kann ich den Arm nicht
We won't
angreifen?
retreat, not yet.
Whatever you do, just
Ja, ich gönne mir mal ein bisschen was Hochwertigeres.
I'm in your...
How are we supposed to take on something so big?
I'll handle it. Just watch and learn. That's enough.
Okay. Hat er wieder seinen Moment. Hat er aber beim anderen auch schon gemacht. Wie jetzt? One-Hit?
Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think so.
That thing scared the pants off me.
It felt like it had a different aura than other Zeugles, didn't it?
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world. It was like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what?
Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dana.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from taking place here.
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep moving forward now. Let's go.
So. Weiter geht's. Was haben wir jetzt bekommen? Unerbittliches Lodern. Maximal. Einmischungswelle. Das ist gut. Einmal Schlüssel.
I think I'm getting stronger.
Was haben wir jetzt eigentlich gerade bekommen, alle? An Punkten. Ja, einiges. Bei Alphen reicht es halt leider nicht für was Neues. Verteidigung, ja. Berlin braucht halt noch massig Zeug. Wie geht's ein Einzeltraining? Hier gibt's halt Elementarangriff plus 50, das ist halt schon ordentlich. Ich glaube, das fand ich mir zuerst. Ja. Aber was ist denn Anti-Drachenschaden? Wann kämpfe ich denn mal gegen einen Drachen? Mustanzeige bei Gegenniederstreckung. Verteidigung. Angriff. Schutz ist immer gut. Auch wenn ich die kaum in meinem Team habe. Beziehungsweise nie. Das Vieh, das erwachsen geworden ist. Das Wichtigste überhaupt. Aber was ist das jetzt für ein Schlüssel für Kalaglia? Sehe jetzt nicht so ganz. Ne, Stufe 5 Kiesen. Okay.
Hey, is that it over there?
Ja, das ist ein Raumschiff. Wir schauen jetzt erstmal auf unseren Bauernhof. Schafsfleisch. Ich will noch ein Schweininchen. Ich habe keine Ahnung, was das darstellen soll, aber okay. So, Waffe schmieden. Da habe ich die beste. Brauche ich denn dafür ein verbessertes Blutgebrüll? Das kann ich mir nicht leisten. Bartstorm kann ich mir auch nicht bauen, weil ich die Metz nicht habe. Es ist so bescheuert, dieses Bausystem. Hätte ich am Anfang gewusst, dass ich die Waffen aufheben soll. Das hätte mir so sehr weitergeholfen. Angeblich kann der mächtige Astralades abwehren. Okay. Moment, ist mein Limit nach oben gegangen von Objekten? Ach nee, oh shit, ich habe verkauft. Oh nein, ich habe schon wieder den Fehler gemacht. Ich habe schon wieder mein ganzes Zeug verkauft. Oh no. Warum passiert mir das jedes Mal? Geht's doch nicht. Taubenschädel. Okay. Mir ist jedes Mal passiert. Okay, für Rinwell haben sie was Besseres. Und rüstungstechnisch verkaufe ich ja das alte Zeug. Ja, es wird schon passen.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
Okay. Sie fliegen.
Alvin?
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this starship before. This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
Three centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals.
Damn! I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
The past meets the present. I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alvin.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people, too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
Gott, Restoralim haut jetzt allein ab. Das wär's doch.
How's it look?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to be operating. However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here? So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegis once we leave? We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alvin.
Works for me.
Sie fliegen zum Mond. Kann ich da auch reingehen? Oder darf das nur Doalim von innen angucken? Warum darf ich da nicht rein? Das schlaucht mich jetzt schon.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegis? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegis.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shionne and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegis and the Renan homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegis?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Shionne and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegis who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegis. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Shionne can finally get rid of her thorns. Shionne?
Huh? Yeah.
Wo ist er denn wieder in Gedanken? Keiner hält Wache?
Where? Shionne?
Gruppe hat sich aufgelöst.
Where'd Shionne go? How could she just go off on her own?
Da steht sie doch. Was hast du für ein Problem, Alfen?
She's not over there. Where did she run off to? Shionne?
Das ist so, wie, wo ist Waldo?
She's not over
Da ist er
there.
nicht.
Where did
Da
she
ist er
run
auch
off to?
nicht.
Shionne.
Ja, wo ist sie denn? Ist sie etwa ins Meer gesprungen? Ja, da beim Raumschiff steht sie sicher nicht. Oh Mann, es ist einfach nur Lost.
Shionne. Shionne!
Wird sie allein losfliegen? Okay.
It's your thorns? But why? You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
I mean it.
Schon
I
Shionne, drück ab.
refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Rolron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time.
Huh?
The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Shionne. But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Shionne, don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first, but ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis, when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
They will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renaissance on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
But that's... too much. It's way too much.
when this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Shionne!
Alvin?
Living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Alvin.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. We'll fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Shionne, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys...
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Shionne is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Shionne. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
You guys. You're all so stubborn.
Kommen wir jetzt endlich los?
Thank you, everyone. For right now, in a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegis.
So, und ich denke, wir gehen dann in der nächsten Folge nach Lenegis. Bis dann, macht's gut, ciao.